Ever met someone who's always by themselves? Not because people dislike them, but because they just don't blend in the way most do. They don't chase crowds. They don't force smiles. And yet something about them feels strong, grounded, almost mysterious. They're not lonely. They're just wired differently. That's what this video is really about. Because behind that quiet, independent nature, there's psychology. And it doesn't expose weakness, it reveals depth. Have you ever felt like your honesty scares people off? Or that you care deeply but struggle to show it the right way? Maybe you just prefer peace over people, not out of pride, but self-protection. If that sounds familiar, then you'll probably recognize yourself in these 5 traits. Let's start with the first one. The overthinker's trap. You think a lot, maybe too much. After every conversation, you replay it, wondering, did I say something weird? It's what psychologists call hyper self-awareness. Your mind constantly watching itself from the outside. Sounds intelligent, right? But it makes connection hard. Because when you're busy analyzing every move, you forget to just be. You're not cold. You're just caught in your own head. Funny thing is, the people who think the most are usually the ones who say the least. The second one is the authenticity filter. You can spot fake energy instantly. The forced laughter, the performative kindness. Psychologists call it high social perception. You see through people. And once you do, it's hard to unsee it. You stop pretending. You stop playing along. And while that honesty feels freeing, it can make others uncomfortable. They might mistake your silence for judgment or your calm for arrogance. But the truth is, you're not rude. You're just real. And not everyone can handle that. Third, the self-sufficient soul. You handle your emotions privately. You don't text 10 people when you're sad. You just process it alone. That's called emotional self-reliance, a sign of maturity and control. But here's the downside. When you never open up, people feel like they can't help you. They slowly stop trying. You didn't push them away. You just gave them no space to matter. It's strength, yes, but it can feel lonely too. Fourth, the lone individualist. You think differently. You don't follow trends or agree just to fit in. Psychology calls this low social conformity. You question what everyone else accepts, and that's powerful, but it can isolate you. Because people bond over sameness, not difference. You stand out, and that's rare. But sometimes rare feels like alone. And finally, the emotional logic barrier. You care deeply, but express it logically. You show love by helping, supporting, fixing, not always by saying it. Psychologists link this to alexithymia, trouble expressing emotions clearly. You're not unfeeling, you just process privately. But others can mistake that for distance. They admire you, but they don't always feel close to you. You understand emotions, you just speak them in a quieter language. Most people don't lose friends in one big moment. It happens slowly. A few missed calls, emotions left unspoken, truths told too bluntly. They become too aware, too honest, too deep for a world that runs on small talk. But that doesn't make them broken. It just means they value truth over approval. You don't need to change to fit in. You just need to understand how your mind works and realize not everyone is built to handle your kind of real. If this felt a little too real, that's the point. Because here, we don't talk about motivation. We talk about psychology that exposes the truth.